secret about me. Whenever I have to do something that's painful in the character, it's sort of a method thing where I'll do something painful to myself at the same time. Like I'll grip my arm really hard, or I'll like grip my hand, and whatever just happens at the time. And if I ever have to do anything super like emotional, because it's not something, I'm not a dude that cries at a lot of movies or anything like that. But if I ever have to be a guy that cries, I'll take my finger and I'll push it into my eye. I know it sucks, but it really works. You're so focused on, ow, this hurts so bad, that you're not thinking, this is kind of embarrassing for me to be crying in front of a group of people. And it really does work for me. I would not recommend you try it, and don't sue me if you poke your eye out. But the only other thing that annoys me about characters that I have to do weird things for is Zoro. Whenever I have to talk when he has the sword in his mouth, they really wanted me to put something in my mouth. Like, that sounded awful, but they really wanted me to. But I didn't want to start a trend of using a pencil or a pen, because then if you lose it, then you have to use someone's random pencil, and I have weird things with putting that stuff in my mouth. So I had to bite down kind of on my finger. But just it makes really tough lines. It makes really cool sounding lines sound pretty stupid sometimes when you have to do it like this. I wish I didn't have to, but it kind of makes more sense. Yes, right in front of the guy. Okay.
What were your favorite 5 projects?
My favorite 5 projects? Well, some of them are video game projects. Like Comic Jumper was one of my favorite projects. I worked on with a company in Austin called Twisted Pixel. I loved working on Explosion Man with that same company. We recently did we did all the voice work for the second Borderlands game that's coming out, which we're really excited about. They've been really fun, and I'm probably not supposed to talk about this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Don't fire me, Gearbox, if you see this. But the script for this game is out freaking standing. It is so funny and so good. I think you're going to like it a lot. I know that the last game kind of suffered a little bit as far in the script department, or at least in the ending department. It was awesome. So I can answer really only one more question unless I answer all of your questions really quickly. So let's try that. Starting with you.
Who do you voice in Borderlands?
Who do I voice in Borderlands? I can't tell you that.
It's too long.
Too long of a question?
Yeah.
Like, summarize it.
Can you describe the differences between working on anime and video games?
Working on anime, you have to look at the mouth movements, you have to do what the character's doing. On video game, you don't have any of the character's facial expressions or anything like that to base any of your emotions off of. You have only the script. You have to just play imagination in your head. It's a lot more imaginary, and you get to do a lot more fun, like, acting type of stuff. But anime is really fun because there's also a trick to trying to get your mouth in sync with that character's mouth, too. So they're both fun in and of themselves. Yes, Hat. Sorry.
What was your latest Kagura experience?
My latest Kagura experience? She just follows me around a lot. She sings awkward songs to me. Brina knows her really well, and Kagura's really creepy. And if you see her, please tell her to stay away from me, if you don't mind. She gave me like a package of used Link sausage the other day. It was really fun. She mailed it to me, and so it was really greasy. Yes, right behind him. Favorite video game role? Let's see, favorite video game role. It again would be it would be Star and Smiley. They're combined characters in Comic Jumper. I freaking love that. It was super fun. They let me do everything I wanted to do. Yes.
It's pretty funny.
The what? Kuwabara is the character I most relate to because he's pretty strong, he's got a cool voice, and he's pretty stupid too. He puts his foot in his mouth a lot. I don't listen to as much metal. I'm sorry. I'm going to get through the rest of yours really super fast. Yes, you. What was that? I don't do that anymore because they told me in order to do that I'd have to not do all the things I like to do. So, and opera it's awesome. I have super respect for everyone who does it. I still have a lot of friends in the opera department, but there's no way I could do that for a living. It's not me. Ugh. Anyway, yes. If I wasn't voice acting, I would be homeless. I don't know what I would do. Actually, I love music a lot. I adore music. I don't think I'm a good enough musician to really tour or anything like that, but I love making music. I've been working with Brina on her web series called The Troubadours, and it's been really fun working with her on the music for that. Yes. Yeah. What was that again? Mother of all meteors! Somebody? Does he really say that? Gosh, that's weird. I believe they were all supposed to be on the Blu-rays. I don't know. Actually, I really don't know. That's beyond my expertise, honestly. Yes?
I think there's a real improvement, but is there any specific reason why you kind of changed Vegeta's voice up for Kai?
I actually just used the voice that I thought would be, like, I was the most comfortable with in Dragon Ball Z Kai. I just tried to keep it, like, what my favorite... Vegeta's voice in the Dragon Ball Z series changed a lot, because at one point I was trying to mimic the Canadian guy that played it first, so it was super, super high, then I brought it, then it got super, super low because my voice was getting completely destroyed throughout the recording of the series, so I got to kind of go into it sort of fresh again, and so that's what I did. I just focused more on the acting than the voice, I guess. And that's really it, or they're going to literally punch me in the balls. So, guys, thank you so much for coming. It was awesome seeing you. And there's an autograph panel or something at 8, I think.
Hey guys, can I have your attention real quick? We do have to get out.